Hey guys, okay, welcome to my channel today. I'm actually sitting out in Maggie's apartment on her balcony, and the sun is like shining in my eye, and you know I have like the ugliest pirate squint where I like to squint one eye, so I'm really trying to sit back. That's why the camera quality looks so weird. But okay, so anyways, today I'm doing a video that was requested by someone. I recently put up a poll on like my 2 Instagram accounts, like video suggestions. So this is one, and so basically I was requested to do a video about all of the things that surprised me most about coming to vet school here in Grenada. And I'll start by saying, like, it wasn't so much like curriculum or school wise that surprised me, because since it is AVMA accredited and everything, and we have to pass the NABLE, like there are certain standards that the school has to pass, and it's not only like what we're learning and the fact that we take the NABLE at the end, it's also stuff that goes like into infrastructure and everything. So like the school, not so much, you know. So most of this is gonna be like what surprised me most about being here in Grenada. I can also like really hear this echoey noise, and I really won't know if it's picking it up to the end, but regardless, okay. Anyways, also to any Grenadians out there that might be watching this, this is not any way like insulting the country. I hope most of you who watch my channel know that like I love this place probably more than I love where I'm from. But no, for real, like I love it here and I love the experience that I'm getting. This is all like mostly like for fun and laughs and things I just had to get used to. So without further ado, let's get this video on the road. Oh, another thing that was requested by this video was to do like little short clips. I know y'all know I like to talk a lot. I'm gonna really try my best to like try to make these explanations only like 30 seconds long, and then do the clips, because I have about 12 things written out that I want to mention. So okay, let's for real start the video now. Okay, first things first, here in Grenada they're known as the spice aisle, but I didn't realize that spices are literally put on everything, to like drinks, to smoothies, even in your ice cream, every food. Not everything, but a lot of things you wouldn't expect have specifically cinnamon and nutmeg on them. Okay, for example, this is like one of my favorite like drinks here in Grenada that I actually like, and as you can see, there's nutmeg on top of an alcoholic drink. Nutmeg. I'm actually sitting in the car right now, and this is a smoothie. It's a mango smoothie. It's my favoriteest mango smoothie, actually. It really gives it like a whole different flavor, because like instead of it just being fruity, it's like almost like seasoned. But like this is literally like my favoriteest smoothie place like on the island. They make the best smoothies. But that really surprised me again, like just the fact that like you would season a smoothie, you don't think about that. And especially with like nutmeg or cinnamon, like yeah, sugar, maybe even salt, but nutmeg and cinnamon, but it gives it a good twist. Second thing, the campus buses here were like really strange when I got here. So the school has buses here. They're pretty decent size, they're really big. But for one thing is that you can sit next to the bus driver, which I thought was weird, because in the States, there's like a law, there's a line that you can't, the bus is not supposed to operate if you're above that line. And really the driver is sitting in a seat with a seatbelt on. The other thing is that there's actually seats that fold down in the aisle to make extra space. So technically no one can stand on the bus at any time, which I thought was weird, because like in the States, people stand. And like this bus, like once all the seats are down to maximum capacity, there's like literally nowhere to sit unless you're sitting on the stairs, which does happen sometimes. Okay, so this is the campus bus, the bigger buses, and so I'm gonna show you how you can like ride up front next to the driver. So are you gonna come up here too? I'm just sitting on the car.
Why are you going to that engagement and that relationship?
Okay, number 3 is the local buses. Okay, and so this is what got me, is because people would be like, oh yeah, take a local bus. And it took me not very long, probably within the first few days that I was here. The local buses are vans. And you know they're local buses and not like a taxi, because they'll have like a number on them. Like I think it's 1 through 9. And I've taken them many times. Little people on campus likes to call them reggae buses. I'm like, bro, it's soca music. And trust me, I like my soca music down here. So I ride those buses, and they're like super cheap actually. They're like only like $2.50 EC, but maybe $5 depending on if you're going out somewhere far. But yeah, that was like weird. I was like, oh, like I think of buses like, you know, like a MARTA bus, like where I'm from in Atlanta, it's like a huge gigantic bus. Okay, the other thing was like learning the slang, which actually me and my girlfriend Maggie were laughing about this last night. We listened to a lot of the soca music here because we just really like it. And like when we first started, we would like it, but we wouldn't even know like how to look up the songs and stuff. But now we're starting to like get the slang, and I actually like have a whole video out there with like Nick White, and we did like a Grenadian versus American slang. But I understand, like I get what like best mas is, what bacchanal means, what lime is. Like it's like all these Grenadian terms that I'm like, wow, you know, when I hear it or when I hear people out like talking about it, like I understand it. But like I used to think of like lime, like what you on a fruit, but like lime actually means to like hang out, and like bacchanal is like this party. So that was like something is like the slang. Like sometimes I was just like, wow, or like vetting is like party. Okay, I won't get into that because I have a whole video on that. Okay, one thing that kind of surprised me and I wasn't like I guess prepared to was like the lack of variety here, like at grocery stores and even sometimes restaurants. And it's not bad. Like I said, this video is not mostly complaining, but like it is my honest opinion. And like just being from America, like, you know, Americans are like greedy and like everything like big is better, like in Texas, even though I'm not from Texas. But that kind of got me. Like I really like salt and vinegar chips. It's really hard to find salt and vinegar chips. I've only found kettle corn, and kettle cooked, and I really don't like those. And there's someone out here, and I hate recording videos when someone's watching. So yeah, but like there's still stuff, and I've just learned to like eat alternatives and stuff. But like definitely, like if you're a picky person, don't come down here. But like I eat everything, and I feel like my actual palate has expanded from like how much Indian food I've tried down here. It's like highly Indian food down here. But yeah. Okay, so I'm at KFC, and it's only a difference because I grew up in the States, like everything else in this video. But so there's like, it's just less on the menu, like at fast food restaurants here, which there's really only KFC and Pizza Hut here, but it's just less. And I mean, you go to like fast food restaurants in the States and like the menu has like everything on it. But like here, it's like very basic. A lot of times you can't switch it up. Like I can't ask for 2 thighs, or you know, it comes with fries and you can't switch it out. And so it's just things like that. But then it is for some reason the chicken here tastes really different, and I actually like really like it a lot. And they have these little wraps called eye twist. They're amazing. They also have this thing, where is it on the menu? I don't even see what it's called. It's called a double down, which is basically a chicken sandwich. It's 2 chicken patties, and in between they do here. Oh, Maggie says they have it in the States. That's a big thing here too. It's like 2 chicken patties with cheese and bacon in it, and that's pretty good. But like again, it's just like lack of variety, something to get used to. Like in the grocery store, everything like it's just different. Okay, I've been slacking on the 30-second thing. Okay, I gotta go to like trim this down again. Okay, so I really like was fascinated at like all the cool environmental things you can see here. So one thing is that like Grenada's tropical, and it rains like all the time. We're below the hurricane belt, but we still get rain. Like even right now it's a dry season, we still get rain. And one thing is that you see rainbows all the time, but it wasn't until down here that like I saw a double rainbow like in person, and it's actually something regular I see. Another thing that I saw down here that was really interesting was like a sun halo. And you don't see those. I've never seen those, but apparently like it's a ring that forms around the sun, and they're really common around here, and they come like when it's about to rain. And there's mongooses here. They don't have squirrels, but they have mongooses, and they're like the cutest little thing to me. Okay, that was something that got me here. Okay, next thing is that I never get tired of the oceans and sunsets here. Like I literally have an amazing view from my balcony. I mean, look at this sunset. This is what I get from my balcony. Like literally when I walk out of my door, this is what I see. So this is what I mean, how pretty the ocean is. It's super blue. You know, in the States, you will never see an ocean that's just this blue and this see-through. And I just think this is just the greatest thing of like how you can look out and just see everything. I mean, like this is not what this video is about, for me to make like an ocean vlog and what you can see, but a lot of times you can snorkel and see like really cool things. And like, I don't know, like it's just really nice. It's just really cool here, and that's one thing I love about here. You know, the oceans in America are just super green and brown, but it's just so calm. Like you can literally just almost walk out here, and it's just nice. It's like a huge swimming pool. The hills. Gosh, have I emphasized how much I hate the hills here? Grenada's a mountainous country, so there's a lot of like steep hills here, and I wasn't used to that, and I wasn't ready for it. Like when I signed my lease and they said, oh, it's a hill, I didn't realize how big that hill was. And I think I've emphasized in many videos how big the hills are here, but I hate it. See, look at this hill. This is a hill on campus, and you can't even see over the top. It just literally looks like I'm walking up to the sky. And this is what I'm talking about, how steep hills are. There's no indoor restaurants. That one is another weird one that still gets me. And so me and Maggie, like, when we started dating and we started going out all the time, one day we were just like, do you realize no matter where we go, everywhere's outside? Like, even sometimes where they call it inside, it's still outside because it's like open breezeways. And granted, we have been to, I think, like 2 places that are actually indoors. But again, like we've gotten used to this heat, which is another thing I could talk about, but I don't really know how to show you a clip for that. It's hot here like all the time. But once you've been down here for months on months, you get used to the heat. And like even like right now, I mean, granted it's January, it's February, so it's like the cool season, but like it's a nice breeze and it's 80 degrees, but it feels good to me. But yeah, the indoor restaurants, like sometimes I don't know, sometimes we're like, oh, we don't want to go sweat, especially if it's like midday, but like you just get used to it. But that was just weird because it's just like you think about going in the States and it's like, oh, you know, sitting outside is like the abnormal. It's like cool to sit outside, but here sitting inside is like weird. Not weird, but like it's just not a thing. So this is the food we just got at Umbrellas. Maggie got nachos. Their wings are like some of the best I've had on the island. And so yeah, like I said, it's an open restaurant, but it's like really, really good. The food here is really good. Hanging laundry as a norm was something I had to get used to here. I wasn't surprised again because like I came to tour and like, you know, I had students tell me like what it's like here, but like just doing it actively, like I was just like, wow. But and then you drive around and you see people and I'm like, wow, like, you know, my rent is cheap compared to what some people pay. I pay $500 a month. And so I used to be like, wow, am I just poor? But like, no, like it's a norm. And I didn't feel bad about it. And like even people who live in like nicer apartments like Maggie actually still hang their clothes because it's just like electricity is high here and it's easier. And so I was just like, wow, like I don't know, like you just get so used to things in America and like how convenient it is. And I honestly think this is like the best experience I could have had to come here. It really humbled me as a person and it just really made me realize like how much you don't need and stuff. Like my clothes still smell clean, they don't shrink, they don't stretch, like they're still normal. And yeah, like I don't know, like I love it here. It was like again like taking some used to getting to, but like once it is, it's just like okay, I feel like it's made me a better and stronger person to deal with adversity. Another thing I really was surprised about coming here was like feeling like a majority, because obviously America is very white, and I'm not saying this in any weird way. I know people get weird about race, but it was just weird to come here and like actually be a majority. Like I grew up in an area of Atlanta that's like has more black people. Like my high school, middle school, and majority of my elementary school was mostly black. But I mean, you go out in public and you're still like the minority. And so here being in a Caribbean country, I see people that look like me. I'm actually more fair-skinned than a lot of people. And so it just feels nice to be able to go out and people be like, you know, you look like me, let me help you out. And like, you know, just you see things more accustomed to you and like people who look like you. And I don't know, that was like a change. Didn't really surprise me per se, but it was definitely something like I wasn't used to. And then the last thing is, it's not really like a big thing, is that you can find eggs anywhere here. And the eggs aren't always refrigerated unless you're like in the grocery store. And that was weird to me. Like there's literally like this egg man, people call him the egg man, I really don't know his name, I've only bought eggs from him like twice, but he literally brings 2 dozens and a half of eggs, and you can buy them for 20 EC, which is about $8 and some change US. That was weird to me, that you could just have eggs out. And trust me, I'm a poultry major. I did poultry science, so I know that eggs don't have to be refrigerated. It just makes them last longer. But again, like in the States, like where you just always see everything in the fridge, like I was just like, interesting. But okay, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, this video wasn't to be rude, it wasn't to complain. These are things that like just being here over 2 years looking back, like these were the weirdest things to me. And I don't want to say weird because I don't want people to look at it like and think I'm insulting the country or insulting my experience. Like I really like it, and like I said a little earlier, I feel like this experience has like really humbled me, opened my eyes, made me like really like used to have like adversity and stuff. Like I don't even know, like, I literally saw on Facebook this girl who went to high school with me, like, I guess, like, back in the States, her dorm water pressure was low and cold, and I'm just like, bro, that's my life, like, every other day. Like, to me, when I turn my water on and I don't have water pressure or the water doesn't get hot, it's just like, just one of those days. Like, it's just made me, like, really appreciate the small things, and I see how much I actually had back home. Even, like, I went and did, like, a thing with the school where we went out to one of the orphanages here, and I just realized, like, I mean I know there's orphanages in the States, but I just realized how lucky and privileged I am, and I appreciate that. And I just wish I could show more of my everyday life here, but I know I can't always record things. Like, I know I can't record at the orphanage. Like, I would love to do a day vlog there. Like, I'm not even, like, usually the biggest kid person, but I love that experience. And so, like, there's, like, just small things, like, I wish I could share with you, but, like, you know, sometimes they happen in the whim of the moment. Like, I'm not even recording, but just know, like, I am loving my experience down here. Like, I love it day by day. I've been here at the end of this semester. I'll have been here 2 years, and I still have a year and a half to go. And trust me, I am loving it day by day. But so anyways, thanks for watching. Be sure to give this a thumbs up, subscribe, check out my other videos if you're interested in coming to SU. You know, feel free to ask me questions. You know, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Not really Facebook, I don't really use that. It's just for, like, if you have questions. Instagram is, like, my thing to go to. And so yeah, and until next time.